Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a look here again at Solana, seeing what's going on. Wow, this is getting spicy. Take a look at this here. We got nice little, what is that, 9% candle that wicked all the way down to the 102. Goodness gracious. Certainly hope you didn't have any liquidation at that level. Again, if you're trading with liquidation that's too high, that could have been a problem for you. But thankfully, our community only trades with low liquidation. So super happy about that. Monster profits here today from our community. So happy. We'll take a look at that a little later. Just want to kind of preface here that this is actually a good opportunity for us to get in for a better price action. Okay. So what we want to look at is a few key factors here on the daily and just kind of work our way down. Okay. So again, this is a 7-day time frame on Solana. Let's go ahead and see how bad the damage was. So as I mentioned earlier, yeah, so 105, 102, as low as about 102.20, okay? So there's still some leverage there at about 101, but everything else just got wiped out. So sorry if that happened to you. That's a significant bummer. It does happen sometimes, but again, low leverage, low position sizing, you'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Again, I speak casually about that because that's just basically what we do as community, or as a group, community that groups together, right? Most of our traders 5 to 10x leverage tops. Anything more than that, I think, unless you have solid risk tolerance, is not really advised. Okay. So if you're wondering why this happened, it's probably because you're using too high a leverage. Okay. Not to say that you couldn't still get liquidated with low leverage, just something to be mindful of. Okay. Good news is a lot of shorts that came in here, late shorts at 108, just got demolished, and they're all consistently getting hit pretty hard on the way up. Okay, so again, last 12 hours has been kind of a ish show, if you will, a terrible situation for both directions. Okay, so we're going to talk about how much further the price could go in either direction. It is working well within the fibs here. 0.786 is currently rejecting. That's our most recent low, working as a most recent high or resistance level. Okay, we've also got a lot of volume profile above the price action, implying that we could see some rejection here soon. So don't try to get too excited with the price action moving up. It could very well still continue down. Let's look to see if there's anything kind of proving otherwise. Now, this is something I talked about earlier. Important for us to close above 113 today. Now, again, it's not like it's just a line on the sand, the price is just going to drop because of this. But when you have a bearish engulfing candle like the one we're seeing here, it's usually an ominous sign letting us know the price action is going to shift directions, and we should be followed by a red day. Okay, mainly why we see that is because the full 24-hour period, which essentially hasn't closed yet, we still got an hour left. In that 24 hours, we saw a bearish engulfing candle, effectively meaning that the price action opened and closed worse than yesterday did. And we're in a situation now where we're going to close lower than yesterday's open, and that's a terrible place. Okay, it really just implies that the bulls have no more, I wouldn't say no more strength, but there's just more selling pressure than there's buying pressure. Okay, so again, folks like you and I buying up a bunch of Solana, that doesn't matter right now. It's all about the whales. They're all doing their thing in the back end, and a lot of it has to do with Bitcoin selling off. Okay, Bitcoin sold off pretty aggressive. Solana did too. Natural thing. Okay. Anyways, not much we can see on the daily time frame. We're pulling back. That's pretty standard. This is not like a significant situation. The 4-hour time frame is going to tell us a little bit more. So let's talk about this guy here and just clarify a couple of things. So we did lose a 20-day SMA here. And unfortunately, when we were looking at this earlier, we were treading water at that point, and effectively we're talking about the fact that if we do lose that and we close below that, it would not be a great sign. No. Well, we're here now, okay? What does that mean? Well, stochastic RSI is swinging upwards, of course. We can see that the price action is recovering. We can see the RSI bounced off of 50. Okay, that's also a common place. We were treading towards 50 when I talked about this earlier. And of course, money flow index is effectively still remaining low because there's more selling pressure, money coming away from the coin in the last 2.5, 3 days of trading. All this said and done, this is a good sign, right? Because we got a bullish engulfing candle here. That's also nice. But is it enough to get us to the next level? Well, we got to kind of wait and see. Honestly, patience is going to pay off here. But more important, there's a few things in the hourly we want to look for. Really quick, let's double check. We got some fair value down below 97 to upwards of 101. Possibility we see that get swept here in the relative near future if Bitcoin continues to have a bad day. Okay, but again, Bitcoin did pretty poorly and in a sense recovered. A lot of coins are doing that same exact thing. So this is nothing that's really unusual or strange. Okay, we are at a 5 right now on our way down. So hypothetically, we're 20 hours into this continuation. That typically lasts 36 to 72 hours. Okay, so we may not be at the bottom yet. Okay, keep in mind previous time frames have identified though that $100 even upwards of 102 is a good support range based on previous candlestick closures, these Fibonacci retracement levels as well. So to me, I think we're going to see a significant amount of support between the 100 and 102 range if the price comes down any lower. Okay, so I don't think that we're in a situation where this guy is going to fall and or is falling. It's just kind of par for the course. This is normal stuff. Okay, take a look at the hourly. Let's quickly summarize this here and call it a day for you, folks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, solidly below. Not in a really good position here to either take a long or a short, because honestly, taking a short right now seems kind of risky. We can see the lagging span is free and clear, so I would say you have another maybe 8 hours if you have a short position open to consider leaving it open. If the price doesn't continue any lower, then we're going to be in a situation where we can see the price potentially balance itself out. But the thing we need to understand here is that we're in this descending trend. Okay, we got a descending trend here, pretty obvious. The price action is stuck in this range. Okay, now some people would be like, oh, that's a bull flag pattern. Not exactly. Bull flags usually come up and then work their way down and go up. They don't necessarily staircase into it. This is less common for a breakout, but again, to be able to break this trend, no matter how you look at it, whether or not it's a bull flag or otherwise, we need to ensure the price action is above this price point here, preferably a closure at 112 or higher, and then of course confirming higher highs and higher lows from there. Okay, that's when we can consider taking a trade. Right now, we could very well be range bound between 102 and 112 and not even know it yet. Okay, so again, I'm not saying to short this, but we're on the wrong side of the cloud here for a change. We haven't been below the cloud in, I can't even think about the last time. When was that? Back in the 18th. It's been 12 days. No, sorry. That would be more like 8 days. It's been 8 days since the price action's been below the cloud. Okay. So now that we're here, we got to respect the fact that the price may continue lower. All right. So to me, it's no longer a sure shot the price is going to continue higher. It's more of a we need to close at a certain level in order to feel comfortable with potentially taking a long or a short. Right now, if you take a position, you're really just kind of gambling, throwing money into a wishing well, hoping for the best. You don't trade on hope. I'm sorry, just doesn't work that way. Okay, again, I've made a career out of this. I know a thing or two, and I can tell you that being careful and patient right now is probably the best thing you could do. But there's no doubt that a short position is more viable than a long position right now. I'm not saying you take a short, I'm just saying if you have one open, you might still be on the right side of the tracks there. We can confirm that you are, at least in one way, right? So again, that's kind of where we're at there. I hope this made sense. Make sure you check out our partnership here with Bitunix again, link down below for some significant benefit rewards. Check that out. Be sure to utilize that exchange. Phenomenal exchange, my favorite by far. No KYC, no VPN, and they have an awesome rewards here if you use my link before the end of the year. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.